Hello and welcome back, all my beautiful Jurassic fans. We are just a little over 6 months away from the official theatrical release of Jurassic World Rebirth, the much-anticipated next addition to the iconic Jurassic World franchise. I am going to be totally honest with you, I was not even remotely excited for Jurassic World Rebirth a few months ago. In fact, I actually did not even care about it, given the way some of the last few Jurassic World movie turned out to be. However, after hearing about all the developments and updates on this movie, my excitement started to grow exponentially with time. And at the moment, I can say that Rebirth is probably my most anticipated movie of next year, just behind James Gunn's Superman. To begin with, this movie is being directed by this gentleman named Gareth Edwards. For those unaware, let me inform you that this handsome lad is actually the maker, the architect, behind the 2014 Godzilla movie, which according to me is one of the greatest monster movies of all time. I know a lot of people would disagree with me on this, but I genuinely believe this film is a classic masterpiece within the disaster genre. So far as the MonsterVerse movies are concerned, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, Godzilla 2014 is the only one that feels like it actually takes place in the real world. Every film after this takes place in a campy, over-the-top MCU kind of a world. The movie had a very unique gravitas to it. You could literally feel the scale of the Titans, and you felt the shock of the world upon the discovery that something like them exists in the world among humans. It was honestly kind of scary when I saw it in theaters. This movie, with its larger-than-life visuals, wonderful background score, and cinematography, gave us the feeling like these Titans are actually a force of nature, something you can't stop, you can't do anything about. To them, you are nothing but a bug to be squashed as they please. And Godzilla 2014 is not the only movie which showcased Gareth Edwards' masterfully wonderful creative direction. This man was also the architect behind Star Wars Rogue One, which by many is considered as the greatest Star Wars movie ever made in history. After watching the movie, you could easily tell that Mr. Edwards completely understood the essence of Star Wars, which is hope, faith, resilience, and sacrifice despite overwhelming odds, doubt, trauma, and despair. It makes the audience realize what it feels like to live under an empire, dictatorship-ruled world, and shows how rebels are ready to sacrifice it all for what they believe in. I will never forget the night I watched it at the movie theater. Exciting and inspiring at equal parts, which is why I believe that the Jurassic franchise finally has a realistic chance to return back once again to its golden days from the Spielberg era. If you are still not excited for Jurassic World Rebirth, let us take a look at these early stills from the movie that were released by Universal Pictures themselves over the last few days. Earlier last month, Universal Pictures unveiled the first look, which featured the two main protagonists of the movie, Jonathan Bailey and Scarlett Johansson, which you can currently see on your screens. And now, we are fortunate enough to be treated with a couple more of them, which shows the incredibly gorgeous Scarlett Johansson amidst the wilderness looking out for dinosaurs. To be quite honest, just by looking at this photo, you can tell that this is literally a Gareth Edwards movie. The dark gray sky in the background, along with the more serious-looking tone, already makes me more excited for Rebirth than the last three Jurassic movies combined. The moody color palette, the long grass along with the gun she's holding, and the overall location tells me that the director is cooking something very special here. I do not know about you guys, but being a massive fan of the MonsterVerse, this image looks interestingly reminiscent of Kong Skull Island, with Scarlett Johansson kind of reminding me of Brie Larson's character in the movie. If you remember, I also informed you that the movie's script will be written by David Koop, who was the original scriptwriter for the first Jurassic Park movie, and he will be returning to the franchise for the first time since Jurassic Park: The Lost World. So, all in all, it looks like a big win for the franchise because we are about to witness an art produced by the combination of ideas of a talented scriptwriter and an awesome director who knows very well how to make a visually gorgeous and beautiful movie. Coming back to Scarlett Johansson, one thing I can say with utmost confidence after following her movie career over the years is that she picks good projects for the most part. What is really great to see is that she is still a self-professed hardcore fan of the Jurassic World franchise, who has actually expressed being one throughout her career, long before this casting. So, I can definitely tell that the excitement you see from her in any of her interviews where she gets asked about her role in the next Jurassic World movie is definitely natural and legit. It is believed that her role in the movie would be similar to actress Bryce Dallas Howard's role in the Jurassic World trilogy, As a matter of fact, this will be Scarlett's return to big Hollywood franchises after her role as Black Widow within the Marvel Cinematic Universe ended 3 years ago. So, considering everything, I can't help but feel that there is an explicit and conscious effort to give us something of quality here. Whether they succeed or not is another matter entirely, of course, but I'm excited by and appreciate the sincere effort, passion, and joy that I currently see on display, even when we're still very much in the early days. This was all about the cast and the people working behind the scenes on this project. Let us now take a look at the actual plot synopsis, which, trust me, sounds really, really crazy. As you can see on your screens, this right here is the official plot synopsis for Jurassic World Rebirth, released by Universal Pictures themselves. You can pause the screen and go through the entire synopsis if you wish to. But the main idea suggested by the synopsis is that the main story is going to revolve around Scarlett Johansson's character and her team as they collect DNA samples from the biggest species of dinosaurs on land, air, and sea. This is meant to help humanity create a game-changing drug, but their mission is interrupted as they get stranded on an island with a shipwrecked family. And it is said that this particular team is racing to secure DNA samples from the 3 most colossal creatures across land, sea, and air. The interesting thing to note over here are these few words which reads, "There is a very, very strong possibility that the sinister, shocking discovery." That immediately sets up a major twist for the franchise's 7th movie. There are no clear connections made already, only that it is bad, surprising, and something the public is unaware of. Some were initially speculating that this shocking discovery was none other than the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. Some believed that it was the Mosasaurus, and some even believed that it was the Ultimasaurus. However, according to some of the recent rumors, and after looking at some of the recently leaked set images myself, I actually have a pretty decent idea as to what this could all mean. And trust me, it is definitely not what you are expecting. Let me inform you that the newest set images features the enormous jaws and mouth of a freaking Megalodon. Yes, you heard it right. We might actually be getting to witness the appearance of a freaking Megalodon in Jurassic World Rebirth. And just by thinking about it, I literally have chills running down my spine. Now, of course, there is a possibility that the set images could mean nothing at all, and the large jaws could simply be just a restaurant or a theme park decoration. But if you have followed my channel, you would be aware of the fact that it has been rumored for a pretty long time that the movie would be featuring a major water sequence, and now, according to the same insiders who have leaked these photos, this water sequence is said to be a Megalodon versus Mosasaurus underwater battle. So that could mean that the Megalodon is the colossal water creature referenced over here in the official synopsis. It also makes a lot of sense because the Megalodon was recently added to the roster for Jurassic World Evolution 2, the official Jurassic video game. The inclusion of the Megalodon could take this franchise into a whole new and fresh direction, and most importantly, open the doors for more Cenozoic animals to appear for the future, like the dire wolf, terror birds, Titanoboa, and the woolly mammoth. On the other hand, the land creature referenced over here, I believe, is either one of 2 very iconic creatures. One is, of course, the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. Think about it. The Spino was basically shown to reside on Isla Sorna, which is basically hidden from the world. And if you have watched Jurassic Park 3, then you should know that the Spino is definitely sinister and shocking. Another creature that fits the description of the synopsis and kind of makes sense considering everything is the Ultimasaurus. It also makes sense because the whole mission of this movie is about collecting DNA from multiple dinosaurs. So it makes sense that their final obstacle would be a hybrid that's a culmination of multiple creatures. So that is all the updates I had to share in this video. If you enjoyed watching the video, please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.